Alright guys, time once again to give another update on the situation of the markets to see what kind of trading opportunity lies ahead of us and how we can capitalize on this potential opportunity. As usual, I try to keep these webinars as educational as possible. And before we go into the analysis, first of all, there is a disclaimer explaining that trading foreign exchange and the global financial markets is considered high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor, and this webinar is for educational purposes only. Now, the pair I'm trying to analyze right now is BTCUSD Bitcoin, and there's no gain saying that from the monthly time frame we can see how that the market has just been exploding to the upside impulsively. And after an impulse, we do expect a correction at some point in time. So from the monthly perspective, we can see clearly that Bitcoin is still very much in an uptrend mode. Going down into the weekly time frame, what do we see now? From the weekly perspective, we can see that the market is actually making this nice impulse correction, another impulse again correction, and we do still expect another impulse to the upside possibly for the creation of a new ATH, a new all-time high. So clearly we still do expect some continuation to the upside before a major correction can take place. So now after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, what you can do is to take your Fibonacci from the low of the impulse to the high of the impulse, which is from here where the impulse started up to this point here, and we can see that the market retraced clearly to the 50% Fibonacci ratio here. So I usually explain that Fibonacci is a tool that we use in finding out possible entry points, possible exit points, and also possible target areas. This is what we use Fibonacci for. So by drawing this Fibonacci from the low of this impulse to the high of this impulse, we can see that it retraced to the 50% Fibonacci ratio here. And if this would be the impulse, the impulse, the correction, and the continuation, then we do expect that the continuation could get to somewhere around the 67,000 to 70,000 region. We usually use the -272 Fibonacci levels and the -618 Fibonacci levels, and you can see the levels here and also at this point here. So we do expect price to get at least to about 67,000. Now going down into the daily time frame, what do we see? Now from a daily perspective, we can see that Bitcoin had been having we've been having some headache breaking past these levels in the past few weeks. In fact, from here, at this area here, we can see how price rejected to the downside. Again, from here, price rejected to the downside before trying to break above, but quickly retreated or receded again down to the downside. Price again tried to break from here, but couldn't succeed. From here again, price was rejected to the downside. From here again, price got rejected, tried again, got rejected. So this area is actually a very strong resistance area. This is what this actually means, that this area has been a very strong resistance for Bitcoin. Now that the market has broken above this area, now you can see how I've drawn a trend line here indicating the break of this area, of this strong resistance area. And if we go into the 4-hour time frame, we we zoom into the 4-hour time frame, we can see we can see clearly how that when the market made this impulsive break to the upside, it then made this correction. So what we do expect right now is a continuation to the upside. So this is our break out of the trend line, the counter trend line we drew, and then this is the pullback. So what we do expect right now is a continuation to the upside, possibly to around 64,000 to create a new ETH all-time high levels. So guys, this area, if you're interested in taking this trade, you should be thinking of getting in around here, and your stop loss would be below this correction here, just about 58,000 or thereabouts. Right, so this zone here would be your, so let's look at the potential area for, if you go in here, this area would be potential area. This would be your stop loss, or your risk. This would be your risk, and then if the trade works out well, then this would be what you stand to gain. So guys, I'll keep you posted on how this trade materializes in the next couple of days. For now, if you do have any question, feel free to post it on the commenting section, and looking forward to giving you an update on this trade, on how it plays out. For now, cheers and have a nice day ahead.